What's good, everybody? It's your boy Rob back with another video. And in this video, we're going to go over the new update to Android 12 on the Galaxy S21 Ultra. We're going to go over it real quick. I'm going to talk to you about some of the differences that I've noticed in Samsung's One UI and how it comes together with Android 12. Does it work? The jury is still out. In my opinion, nothing is actually better than pure Android by itself, but we're gonna go over some of the differences. I got like a top 10 list of, just changes with Samsung's new One UI and how it works with Android 12. So real quick, I'm gonna go ahead and get a screen up, get the phone up on one of these sides over here. Let me scoot over. and we're going to probably put it on this side. All right, so first off, one of the cool things that I like also with the new Android 12 and One UI is that it has a theming where they call it a color palette. Now, real quick, let me get to that. Now what it does is that you can go ahead and customize using Android 12 new material UI look, and they kind of place it over the Samsung skin. Now a lot of these color palettes are based on the wallpaper. You can have it set where it will automatically do it, or you can pretty much play around with the actual color palette itself and kind of set up how you want your main color look, your secondary color, and your accent colors to look, and how it will look over the skin. And right here it kind of gives you an idea of what it would look like, when you pull down your screen, what your dialer would look like, and what your settings would look like. And you can pretty much change these up based on your wallpaper, or you can change it up just based on your own personal taste. So with that, let's see what that looks like. You can see the clock has a little bit of a change in the color. Let's pull, and you can see how the drop down screen has a little bit of the accent colors that was, you saw as part of the color palette that I chose. So I like the way that works with Samsung's One UI. Now also, number two, another thing to take note of is you see the brightness bar. You see how much thicker it is in comparison to how it was before when it was on Android 11. So it's have a very wide look to it, and that pretty much goes across the entire UI when it comes to anything that has a slider, volume slider, brightness slider. You're going to get that more wider looking space bar, that new Android 12 material look. So that's one thing to take note of. Number three, you got a lot of, the animations are a lot more refined and smoother in my opinion. So as you move throughout the Samsung skin, you'll probably take note of how smoother, how much crisper all the movements are, moving from one screen to another, going into your settings. So what's another thing? Another thing to take note of, number four, is like the camera UI is in my opinion a lot different. The zoom in, the zoom out, the way you can hit the quick record on certain things, you take photos. You used to be able to, you couldn't switch cameras when you record. Now you can pretty much just switch everything up on the fly, whereas before you had to cut everything off and switch the camera around to, you know, either a selfie view or wherever you were taking a picture of. Number 5, also the privacy indicator. Anytime you use an app, or if you're using something that requires the usage of your camera or your microphone or something like that, you get a little green dot in the upper right corner. Take note of that there is going to be a little green dot. That's a privacy feature to let you know that, for example, this app, the camera app, is using the camera or if you're in let's say an app that really doesn't have any business with your camera, that little notification will pop up there and let you know that, hey, this calculator app or some nondescript app is actually accessing your camera, and you can go into your privacy settings and deny that app that ability to mess with your camera. The widget experience has improved with the new Material UI. I like how everything just breaks down into a list. It tells you how many widgets are there for each one of these apps. The clock app, you know, if you can see on my list, has up to 5 different widgets you can choose from, and you can pretty much just go through those widgets. So it's way more organized when it comes to dealing with your widgets. It has a better dark mode also. If you can note how, like, to me, in my opinion, the new dark mode is way more crisper, way more blacker. I just prefer it in comparison to Android 11. The icons get a little darker also when you theme it. So, I mean, all those little things, those little touches I kind of take note of. If you're still on Android 11, take note of that now, and when you get your update, see if you agree with me about any differences. Another thing that I like to bring up is number 8 on my list is a better device care. So when you go into your settings, click into that. Way better usage of it. I like having software updates in this area because, I mean, if you think about, you know, the one thing that helps your phone is timely updates, and you don't have to go searching for a software. You know, that this particular section is kind of cool. They got it here. You got all these things where you can clean your memory. It's just a way more better look. Now, another feature that I think is pretty good is it's an improved picture-in-picture. So let me pull up a quick video real quick. I can show you what I mean. So with this new picture-in-picture mode, I like how you can resize it, which, you know, by pinching in, pinching out, and you always have the ability to move it all over the screen. But I just really dig the way you can pinch in and pinch out of it, so that's really dope. So that's something to kind of look forward to with the new picture-in-picture on with Android 12. Earlier I spoke about the privacy settings. Real quick, let's go into the privacy settings. This would be number 10. Now within the privacy settings, again, if you want to allow apps to have use of your camera, you can cut this off across a bunch of apps by just clicking on the camera access. Same thing with microphone access. There are apps that have access to your microphones that really doesn't need that access, and you can pretty much cut that off across the your entire apps or list of apps that you have. You can pretty much cut off the microphone access. You can go into the permission manager on an app per app basis and see which app has access to your contacts, your cameras, your call logs, body sensors, your calendar, and pretty much limit those apps from having access to those individual pieces. Sometimes your apps may need access to your calendar in order for it to work properly, but it may not at the same time need access to your call logs, you know, things like that. So you can go in there and pretty much just get right down into it on limiting what permission apps can have on your phone. So that pretty much does it with like the top 10 things that I'm really digging with the new Android 12 and Samsung's One UI 4.0. If you have any questions, or if there's some other things down there you think I probably missed, leave that down below in the comment. Also, if you like this video, give it a thumbs up, and if this is your first time here, by all means subscribe. The YouTube algorithm says 70% of you guys out there have not subscribed to the channel, so by all means please do that. And again, I'd like to thank each and every last one of you guys. And again, if you're getting a Samsung's 21 Ultra, it's a good pickup, good price. I highly recommend this phone. And again, come back to this video if you get it. And again, thank you, and I'll catch everybody in the next video. I'm out.